What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday. Alright, so in the kit, it was 3 projects. So we have a 10-inch wreath frame, we have a 15 to 24-inch wreath frame, we've got that custom door hanger, which is super cute. I even have Christmas spelled right. We've got some accessories for the door hanger. Short you pulled out Christmas? I know. I've been trying to okay, so if you guys don't know, about once a quarter, whenever the seasons really change, I try to like clean up a little bit, get everything ready to switch seasons so I can get it all messy again. And I'm slowly trying to get all of my summer and Halloween out of the way. I did keep some Halloween stuff out because Halloween is still selling for me, so I will probably continue to make a little bit more. Stephanie was just watching some of our other videos. All right, we've got 3 rolls of mesh. We've got our 2 suns. And we got lots of ribbon. Candace, you liked the signs this month? All right, and then for the big wreath, I'm gonna use this one. So it just says Holly Jolly on it. This was not part of the kit. Yo, I've got that strawberry stuff from Minute Maid again. It's so good. All right. Now let's get our base ready. I'm good. How are y'all? Oh, you know what? Is anyone still making fall? Becky, I haven't even started on fall yet. Becky. Y'all, I was supposed to tell somebody what the name of this drink was, and I put that can in the other trash can. So excuse me for like 1 second while I go grab one real quick. Because I know they're gonna ask me. What it was. So at least this time if they ask, it'll be over here in this trash can. By the way, if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's whatever this is. Something water, juice beverage from Minute Maid, strawberry. The whole can only has 90 calories, and it tastes like a strawberry limeade from Sonic. So, when I like just want something besides water, I'll go down to the gas station and grab one of those. Regina, I'm just glad your box is going to you every month now. All right. Becky, normally I would have finished Halloween in July. I would have been doing fall in August, and then I'd be full-blown Christmas September, October, and I haven't stopped doing Halloween yet. All right. Now, the reason that we have this mesh is because it matches the door hanger. So we had to tie it in to the rest of the stuff. So I'm gonna use this one as that support system, the support bra, to hold up the rest of it. So I'm gonna use this mesh to do our 10-inch poofs around the center. Y'all, it has like a little bit of gold in it, but I don't think it's gonna be really noticeable when we have it all hidden. But if you got the door hanger, which you guys may not have got the door hangers yet, they ship these kits out Wednesday or Thursday. So they may not have been delivered yet. But in the ornaments on the door hanger, they have like a little gold accent. Someone's asking about the stapler. Okay. If you're not in a hurry to get the stapler, I do have samples of staplers coming from a couple of manufacturers so that we can try to get those staplers or something comparable to the stapler for a better price. So, we may have staplers on the website soon. All right, y'all, we're gonna take our 10-inch, throw it on the floor. Fold it down in half. Curl both sides a little bit. Pinch it. All right. We're gonna do 10-inch poofs all around the inside. Shannon got her first subscription box and she loved it. Awesome. All right, 10 inches all the way around. So I think the samples of the different staple guns are on their way from the manufacturer, so we'll see. What's the number of this kit? This was kit 110. I sold it last week, I believe. Hey, Debbie. Y'all, tomorrow is 9/11, so I will definitely be live tomorrow, and we're going to do something patriotic themed. I don't know what yet, but we will. All right, so we're just doing little 10-inch poofs all the way around here. Y'all, I think we have a couple of spots still open in the subscription box, so if you are wondering what they're talking about, you can go to wreathsupplybox.com and check it out. All right, one last little poof here. Subscription box. Yeah, we send out a box every month to almost, well, to about 3,000 wreath makers with all kind of supplies in it. Hey, Fugate. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. So, if you guys aren't aware, every month, or not every month, but every other month or every 3 months or so, we try to put an extra gift in the subscription box. And usually it's something that I need, but I leverage the subscription box to negotiate the price of those items. So, you know, let's say, I'll just use this butter knife for example. If I wanted to get 100 of these butter knives or bread knives for the warehouse, and I called the manufacturer, they'd be like, okay, that's going to be $6. But if I use the subscription box and I'm like, hey, I need 3,300 of these knives, we get a much better deal. So you guys benefit by getting the free gift, and then everyone else benefits because the price of the item on the website is a lot cheaper if we didn't buy 3,300 of them. All right, so we got our 10-inch little poofs on here. I'm gonna use the red, white and green. Carly, we're definitely friends now. Listen, you're addicted to making wreaths. You're my people. Was the mailbox always there? The mailbox is usually tucked away further, but a couple nights ago we put a bow on it, so it was pulled out. So whenever you get the subscription box, you help everyone else. What was the last one? Oh, the one before. I can't tell y'all what this month's was because some people haven't got their box yet. But 1 month it was the metal hole punch. 1 month it was scissors. We've had all kind of stuff in there. Y'all, just a little side note, if you are gonna have extra mesh left over, just tuck away your paper inside of it so you have it. All right. So we are gonna need 10 pieces at 30 inches and 8 pieces at the 20-inch mark. All right, so there's 2. Y'all know what's funny though is like the first half of the year, Mel and Parker put the boxes together, so I had no idea what y'all were gonna get until it was actually here and packed and I got to see it. And then the rest of this year, Parker and Jordan put the boxes together, so it's a surprise for me every month too. 4, here's number 5. But next year, I plan the boxes with Parker, so I'm excited to see you guys get those boxes, because if you don't like them, it's gonna be my fault. Do we do a live with the month subscription box at all? We do, but I don't do it until around the 15th or 16th when we know everyone got their boxes. All right. So now we need 4 cuts at 20 inches. How much is the pine wreaths at Hobby Lobby? Becky, I heard they went up a couple of dollars, but they're already 50% off. So all right, one more 20-inch cut. All right, so in this one, y'all, we purposely have mesh left over. Well, I was about to grab one, but it's not there. It wasn't, I already put it up. So we have this mesh left over because we still have 2 more projects today, right? Christine, you can buy the box once. If we have leftovers, they go in our Etsy shop on the day that we do the box reveal. All right. So we're gonna take our 30-inch mesh, that's this one. Y'all, that's why I don't carry pine wreaths, because all the big box stores get them and then automatically put them 50% off, and our wholesale price is almost as much as their retail price. So it's not like I'm not gonna overcharge. It's not overcharging, but I'm not gonna get something that I know that you guys have to pay more for from us when you can get it at a discount from them, if that makes sense, right? So we try to carry stuff that is not the same. All right, so we have our 30-inch, we curl each side just a little bit, and then we give it a good ruffle. Like, okay, almost everyone knows the white flocked pine from Walmart. We found it at market, and the price of it, full price for Walmart, is what we would have had to pay wholesale, which means y'all guys would have had to pay like $30 or something crazy. I'm like, that don't make no sense. It's probably because we can't buy millions of them like Walmart does. Can you upgrade your subscription box? You can. You can just email customer service at info@damonotes.com and they can help you out. All right. Curl. Curl. You can't curl and ruffle. So some people do it on the table. It's way too many steps for me, but I can. Let me see if I have the little clips. So some people get the little alligator clips like this. This seems like a lot more work to me, but some people do it this way. Then they curl it a few on the table. Then they put their clip on it. Then they turn it the other way. Curl it a few times. Put their clip on it. And then they just ruffle it from there on the table. And then remove the 2 clips. So if you can't do the whole holding it in your hand thing, maybe try the clips. To me, that's gonna take way longer than it needs to. Bonnie sold 14 wreaths today at a craft show. Congratulations. Ruth used clothespins. Yeah, whatever you need to grip it, but I'm telling you, listen, if you're worried about the ruffle being perfect, don't worry about it. You can't tell if it's not. Right? Look. Curl. Curl. Hold it like that. And then just scrunch it down the middle. And it doesn't matter if each side is perfect. I guarantee you, I have never made a perfect ruffle ever, and no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. Look, does this one look any different than that one? Nope. Belinda sold 6, Sheila sold 3. Congrats, y'all. The wreath on the easel was unique in the Creek board. I did that live the other night. Myra sold toward 2 door hangers. Oh, that reminds me. Y'all, do not let me leave here tonight without making the freaking flamingo. I was supposed to make it yesterday. We went out to dinner with the team. We stayed too late. Didn't make it. It was supposed to ship today and it didn't, so now I'm 1 day late on shipping it. So y'all, if I get to the end and I'm like, I'm leaving, be like, hey, no sir, make the flamingo. Mary, I believe all the boxes were picked out. Alright, picked up. But I do know that we did have some trouble with both shipping companies. So there's a chance that your box is still on a pallet in the warehouse next door and being picked up on Monday. So normally every month, FedEx comes, they drop off a trailer, we box everything, we wrap it all up, we put it in the trailer, FedEx comes get the whole trailer. There was no trailer this month. Then the post office doesn't pick up at the other warehouse, which is 2 streets over. So we have to load everything in our box truck and then bring it over here, unload it for them to pick it up here. You would think that we, don't spend $500,000 a year with shipping. Isn't everything sold on Etsy supposed to be handmade? No, you can sell craft supplies on Etsy. Don't forget to make the flamingo. Girl, it's too early to remind me right now. Alright, we have 2 more 30-inch pieces. Bonnie, I did that in the creative coaching group. Alright, 1 more 30-inch ruffle. You missed this kit? That's okay, there'll be more. Alright, now we're gonna do our 20-inch ruffles around the top. Looking awesome. Thanks, Tina. I think this morning I was at 186 pounds. Alright, y'all, now we're gonna do our 20-inch ruffles right around the top. Alright, so curl, curl, and then a little ruffle. Then we're gonna add these all the way around the top. Y'all, this mesh is different. What did I get? Hang on, y'all. Let me see what this is. Y'all, I thought this was just regular old green mesh when I took it off the shelf. That's all it says, is Deco Poly Mesh. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is not like a shiny foil. It's just like a, okay, you know what it reminds me of? Easter grass. You know the little stringy stuff that goes in the Easter basket? That's what it looks like in this mesh. Yeah, I really like it. It is nice and thick, and it really holds its shape. It's not soft. Like, this is fabric mesh, and you can see how it's like really pliable. This one is more like a thicker plastic almost. I don't know how to explain it. It says it's just regular Deco poly mesh, but it's definitely not. It's definitely not. Trying to see if I had a regular. This is regular. No, it's not wide striped. Wide stripe looks like wide striped is like this kind of foil. It looks like basket weave, but a better basket weave. I don't know. I'm not mad about it though. All right, give it a little ruffle. Hey, Susan. Susan, are you in? When are you going to Tammy's? I know I saw you post about the road trip. Ruth, I personally only like to use poly burlap on the flowers. The poly burlap is a lot more expensive than regular mesh now. And I mean, I really wouldn't use it on anything else because you're just gonna hide that really expensive mesh for no reason. Virginia sold 6 at her wreaths at a craft show today. Awesome. Reba, we have a video already on using the 2x3 squares. Somewhere on the Deco Exchange page, for sure. Yeah, it looks like basket weave, but it doesn't fray like basket weave. I don't know. It's confused. I'm confused. I like it though. I thought I had basket weave right here that I could show y'all. It's like basket weave on steroids. Candace, you're going? Okay, Candace, you have to hang out with Susan while you're there because Susan is also a wreath maker. All right, y'all, we're almost done with the mesh. We have 2 more pieces. Now, I chose to go a shade darker with the green than the rest of it. Because I wanted it to stick out a little bit and not just blend in completely. How would you find it again? Reba, you'll have to go just search through the videos, unfortunately. I do know that the team is working on creating some blog posts around door hangers, supplies, how to attach things, all those kind of things. So hopefully those will be live soon. All right. Now look, we just have little pops of red, and then once we add our ribbon and our sign and all that, it's all going to be hidden. So we have a little accent of the dark green right there. All ties in together. I need a furniture coach soon. Let's see. Susan, you are definitely not a disappointment, friend. All right. Y'all, this sign is a little heavy, so I'm gonna not put mounting squares on it. Don has to figure out what happened to our membership. Don, if you just contact customer service, they'll help you out. They can pull it up, see exactly what happened. So if the sign is a little bit heavier, I like to use a staple gun. Hey, Julie Bishop. All right. Now, if I use the staple gun, I do like to add a little bit of super glue. So y'all, okay, here's the thing. These signs out of this place are made out of particle board. Particle board is a little bit soft. So if I wanted to, I could tug on this right here and that staple would just pop out. So anytime I do that, I like to put a little bit of super glue. Not a lot, because if you put too much, it's going to take forever to dry. But just a little drop right around the staple holes. Whenever you do that, it kind of soaks right into those little holes where the staples went in, and it makes it just a little bit more secure. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna put this off to the side to let it dry. Let's get out our ribbons. Dark blue sunflowers and peonies are popular for fall wreath making this year. Why are they starting to locate? Julie, because we sold fall supplies back during the summer. So we had dark blue sunflowers and peonies in stock, and they've already sold out. Y'all, Beth sold almost everything she took to a craft show today. Congratulations. Do I add glue for the door hangers? The door hangers are made out of birch, so that is not a press wood like the signs. Christina, regular glue may work fine. I'm not sure. I've always just done the super glue, mainly because the super glue is a little bit runny and it just kind of seeps down into those little holes. All right, let's get our easy bow maker. I'm gonna start with my 4-inch. You wanna know what's in it? Mary, if you come back around the 15th, we'll be happy to reveal the subscription box and you'll see it. All right, we're gonna go about 12 inches. Give it a good pinch. Give it a twist. Sometimes, whenever all y'all are talking about like, oh, I went to the craft show and I sold all my stuff, you make me really miss craft shows. And I'm like, I should find a craft show and just do another craft show. And then I look at my schedule and I'm like, you do not have time for a craft show. Do not be crazy. Parker will kill you. All right, so we got 7.5-inch tails here, 8-inch tail here, 10 to 12-inch tail here. All right, so we've got ribbon with a little bit of glitter, ribbon with a little bit of glitter, no glitter, no glitter. So I'm gonna separate those layers of glitter out. Julie, and these are the small shorts. I already bought all new clothes. All right, so this one's gonna be just a little bit smaller loop. You would hate to compete with me at a craft show? Why? I would walk over to your booth, do all the tips I could, and then I would walk out. You think Parker spoils me? I think I spoil Parker. All right, let's get a little center loop here. So Miss Carol is a local. She does lots of craft shows here, and I love to go in her booth, check it out, tell her what I'm seeing, what I think she should do different, If, you know, if I think she should move something around, I tell her. I'm like, oh, you need to bring that to the front. This needs to go over there. But the last few times, she's been killing it. I didn't have to tell her anything. I'm just like, oh, you're doing great. All right, we're gonna take our 20-inch pipe cleaner, which doesn't look like it's there because I'm wearing a black shirt. I should get more white 20-inch pipe cleaners so you guys can actually see it. Does Parker make wreaths? He does not. Yeah, Sherry, he got the cat, but the cat likes me. All right, give it a good pinch, twist it. All right, now look. Most people don't like to mix their glittered and non-glittered items, and that's crazy. Y'all, this ribbon right here has both non-glittered and glittered items, so I was able to carry the same two textures all the way throughout, and it looks fine. No, I was feeding the cat outside. He brought the cat in the house and was like, we have a cat. I was like, okay. All right. I like it. Fills up a lot of space. Get our little sun. All right, now look. Let me try to zoom in on one of these. Hopefully you can see it. All right, so see this right here? Sorry. Right here? Can you kind of see how that glue is like a blotch now? It like soaked into the wood. So before, it was just a little dot right on top of the staple. And now, hang on, I'll get this eventually. You can kind of see how it's soaked into that wood and spread out. That's what we want. Right? So now, instead of that staple just being stuck into one little piece of that wood, it's got some anchor to it. How many animals in our house? We have 7 dogs, a cat, and a whole bunch of fish. Yeah, Parker said he was allergic to the cat, and he hasn't sneezed once. Christine started decorating her yard with fall colors. She's done with summer. Let me tell y'all what's happening in my yard right now. So we have this giant oak tree. We actually have 2 of them. We put up bird feeders and squirrel feeders, and the squirrels are currently taking the peanuts out of the squirrel feeder and burying them in the yard, all around the tree. I'm like, do they not know that it's just the feeder is for them? Like, they don't have to steal a nut, bury it. I'm like, we're gonna have a whole freaking forest in our front yard. Our landscaper's gonna be like, what kind of shrubs did y'all plant? Oh, don't worry, it's just peanuts and whatever else that was in the cedar. I'm like, look. Y'all. No reason to be crazy. And then Richard just watches them out the window, calculating where he's putting the nuts at. Because I'm pretty sure there's like sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds and all kind of stuff in that mix. We're gonna have a whole freaking garden out there. Your flower beds are full of pecan trees? Alright, so I attached the bottom two down here. The top two will be up here. Our bow's gonna go down there. Well, hello in the UK. Becky, Richard is an indoor cat, but he likes to go on walks outside. Oh, you're feeding wild turkeys? I'm not a wild turkey person. Nancy Brown, get the good ribbon. Is 60919 going on sale? I don't think so. It already was on sale. Alright, let's get our bow. Now if you look, I carried that same white, dark green, lime green, red throughout. Don't feed the squirrels. Listen, the neighborhood is infested with squirrels, so we might as well feed them. We also had our house rodent proofed, and it has a lifetime warranty, so. Do all the dogs get along? They do. Jeanette, where you been? No, I just stabbed myself with that pipe cleaner. Hey, Georgia Brown. Does mesh have wired edges? No, your mesh does not. Hey, Bridget Russell, I didn't even see you in here. All right. You can see where we're going. How big was the first loop? 7.5 inches, and every loop just got a little bit smaller. All right. How long have we been together? We've been together a long time. 2014 maybe? I don't know. 2014 maybe? Yeah, whenever we moved into our house, we were there maybe 3 months, and some raccoons were having a party in the attic. So once we got them out, we paid someone to come make sure they couldn't get back in. All right, so we are gonna need probably 16 tails, if I had to guess, of each size. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16. Does Parker want to learn how to do wreaths? Parker has no desire to learn how to do wreaths. Y'all, if you were following our page back in 2018, I believe, maybe 17, there are lots of videos of me like in my bedroom, and it sounded like the raccoons were having a rave upstairs. All right, so the tails are 12 inches. We're gonna dovetail them. Jeanette, I think the whole world is going to miss her. You know, not many people remember a time without her, right? One, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I did a live one night with the lights off in there, and you could hear them having their party. You've never used 4-inch tails. If you need a lot of coverage, you should. Y'all, look how crooked that is. So if you jack up your tails, just give them a little trim. When would you use 4-inch ribbon? You never have yet. Well, I mean, we've used it in the bow, we've used it in the tails. You had skunks. Okay, listen, if you've never seen baby skunks, those are the cutest things. I would totally have one for a pet. Totally. Go Google skunk babies. All right, there's all our ribbon tails. Trash all those. Can I make a bow using the chicken wire ribbon? Melanie, we have quite a few videos of us making bows with chicken wire ribbon. All right, so we're gonna take one of our ribbons, one of our coordinating ribbons. You're gonna layer them on top of each other. Y'all, I just say one because you can use any ribbon combination that you need. Give it a good pinch. All right, and then ruffle it. Okay, once you have your little bow tie, you're gonna fold it to the back where those two wired edges touch, and then you're gonna add this all the way around your wreath. Now I do 12-inch tails, and I do not reopen the twist ties. Once you have them in there, just fan that little X open. And then we're gonna go all the way around. Cute until they spray? Well, I'm sure when you have a pet skunk, you fix that situation. Y'all, what are you gonna not let me forget to make tonight before I leave? Just make sure y'all remember. Y'all, how many of y'all got the ribbon surprise boxes? Y'all, look how nice that coverage is with that 4-inch. The Flamingo, that's right. I keep reminding myself so I don't forget. Y'all, so other exciting news. A new person bought the local it's not a landscaping business, I guess it's a nursery. And y'all, I posted my 6091 tree and he's like, is that for sale? I was like, no sir. You cannot buy the 6091 tree. That's mine. But then I was talking to him and I was just like, hey, you know what? If you're gonna do the Christmas tree lot this year, let me know. I would love to partner up and, you know, offer tree topper bows or Christmas wreaths or Christmas door hangers for your customers. So, who knows? We may be in a local store soon. Yours will be there Monday. I know more of the boxes came in stock. I don't know if more of the 4-inch came in. But I do know we got more of the 1.5 and 2.5. He's like, can I buy that tree? I'm like, dude, there's like $15,000 in 60919 in that tree, and you can't have it. That's mine. How many stems are in that tree? I don't know. I was at the other warehouse working, and I had some people come in, and some of the workers from the warehouse came over, and stocked it for me, which I did not expect them to put 60919 all the way to the top of that tree, and they did. So I guess it's there forever now. Any idea about Wreath Makers Live? The best advice I have is to send us a text message with WML 23 in it, and as soon as we know something, I will let you know. But as of right now, we're still trying to find a venue. I've you know, we keep going round and round with venues and locations and places and all the things. Sylvia Boudreaux, what's up? Y'all, one of the places they proposed was Memphis. I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to die. I just want to make a wreath. The tree is nice, but I sure hope they put some of that royal blue a little bit lower. All right, we have one more twist tie around the bottom. How big of a place do we need? I don't even know. I think we're looking at around 350 guests is I think what we agreed on. So we agreed on 350 guests, I think. And as of right now, let's see. As of right now, there's 475 people on my text wait list that want information about it. So, I would definitely get on the text list if you're interested in Wreath Makers Live. All right, so we went all the way around the outside, and now we're gonna go around the inside. Too big. Are you calling me fat, Anne Marie? Because that's a little rude. Come to San Antonio. So from what we've been told, you know, there is nothing available in Houston or San Antonio that we need. Am I allergic to heights? No. Oh, you're welcome, Regina. Ruth. Do I see your name on the text message list? Ruth, I don't know. I didn't read through all of them. Too many people for Wreath Makers Live. Actually, 350 is a really good size. $350 was the size of the first year. What about Beaumont? It'll never be in Beaumont, I promise. Marilyn, I was just giving Anne a hard time. Oh, no problem, Carol. Come to Paducah, Kentucky. The only thing I know about Paducah is I had a friend that lived in Paducah, and he was on Disney growing up. I haven't talked to him in like 14 years. Let's see how he's doing. Lake Charles? There's not even a real airport in Lake Charles. How do people get there? Joan, you got 2 free signs and free shipping. Yeah, I have a little special on the website that lets you get a free gift after a certain amount. Are you finding a lot of pent-up demand for conferences because of COVID? You know, I'll be honest, I'm still not. Me and Julie are both still struggling with getting into a $500,000 contract for an event with, you know, COVID and the economy and all those things. So we'll see. We'll see. Because here's the thing, y'all, if we sign the contract and we don't sell the minimum amount, then we're on the hook to pay the difference, and not really about that. Because not only are you on the hook for the food and beverage, but you have to guarantee how many rooms will be booked, and if all the rooms aren't filled, then we have to pay the hotel for the empty rooms. Not really about that. All right, we're gonna need one more set of tails. You guys are saying a lot of places, and I'm not gonna remember any of them. That's what we pay a planner to do. So we're going to need one more set of 12-inch tails. Your email list plans exceed your plan size. Yeah, but we know historically only 20% of the people who get on a wait list actually make a purchase. So if, you know, at 400, 20% isn't enough to make me feel good about it yet. Y'all, I didn't even cut the right ribbons. See, Sandy's watching. Also, the price of almost every hotel room is almost 30% higher right now than historically, which is a little bit crazy. So what used to be a $199 room, now they want $350. I'm like, what the heck? So a lot of the venues that they have proposed, I'm like, I don't think our people want to pay $400 for a hotel room. When am I cooking again? I don't know. I'm going to cook something. Actually, I cook a lot every day. I just don't get a lot doing it. All right, y'all. So we're going to take our blue handle scissors and clean up our bow. If a ribbon tail is too close to the words of the sun, make it shorter. That's the makeup for the lost money during COVID, probably, but what do you need to text? Just WML 2023 or 23. Yeah, Jeanette, I'm not. Yeah, me and Julia both said we're not agreeing to those kind of rates. Will there be any person events in Chalmette? So right now I do have one business event set up in Chalmette in November. I don't think there's any open seats to that. If there is, I'll let y'all know closer to the event. And then we do our annual Christmas party, but that's all that's on the books right now. All right, let's check it out. So this is one of the projects from Wreath Kit 110. Super easy, super fun. All right, I gotta make the flamingo. Stay there. All right, let me make sure there was no special request on the flamingo. Nope, just a regular old flamingo. Y'all, I gotta steal the feet out of this one. So I brought this one over here the other day to make it, and then when I was going to make it, I noticed the flamingo had a scratch on it, so I couldn't use it. So I only brought the body. And I'll use her feet. Let me show y'all. Look, right there. Just on the very tip of her hat, she has a little bitty scratch. See it? Y'all, we actually have probably over 100 of things like this with just little bitty scratches on them. that we may list for like a really good discount. If you're a wreath maker and you just want something for your own door, having something with a little scratch probably wouldn't matter. A lot of them, where the scratch is where you could put a bow. In this case, it's really not, but most of the time it's like somewhere around the top corner where you could just add your bow and move on. Any plans to make a Christmas flamingo? I'm sure I could have that done. So, listen, don't tell anyone, but a lot of the door hangers that I put in my own Etsy shop are the ones that mess up. Actually, I think yeah, this turkey is one of them. So on this turkey, there was a little scratch right here. So that's why we put the bow right there. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely fix it with Sharpies or paint pens or black paint or any of those things. Usually it's like on the edge where the black trim is already at, but I'm not comfortable sending that to y'all without y'all like pre-seeing what the damage is. What number for the scratch items? Carlene, they're not listed yet. So right now, I have 2 people at the warehouse going through all of them. Some of them just have to go in the trash, like there's like a scratch or a gash through like the body or the middle somewhere, which I can't sell that to anyone, or it printed the wrong color or something crazy. So those are truly damaged items that will go to waste. And then the ones that look like someone could easily fix it, those are the ones that we'll sell. Do we sell a lot of door hangers? Yeah, we do. We do. Too many, some would say. All right, the ribbon's right here. All right. Kim, you got a bad one. So sometimes, if we're in a hurry and we're just printing real fast, we don't even notice that they're messed up. So if you get one that's messed up, you should definitely just email us so that they can send you a new one. All right. For the legs, we're going to go 12 inches. Scratch and dent cell. Oh, yeah. Beth says she has almost as many door hangers as Reese in her shop. I will tell y'all, right now, if you don't have something football themed in your store, you need to get it there. The football stuff, who likes that much football? Not me. All right, these we're gonna go about 5.5 inches. We just need 2. And you should be able to order the small turkeys in every color. These we're going to dovetail. You did your first Ringers from the School fundraiser this week. Awesome. What's the number on the pink ribbon? If you're talking about this one is sold out. Someone else may have it though, so I'll give you the SKU. It's 552034001. I want to say I've made at least 15 football door hangers for Etsy since last Thursday. Like, people, it's just football. Let's get some Halloween on your door. Something fun. All right. Y'all, we are going to take a little piece of the leg, show you what we do with it. All right, so first, find your center. Y'all, I literally just hold it up in my hands. When it stops wiggling, that's my center point. Put in 2 little dots. Okay. I'm gonna take my ribbon and I'm just gonna steal a little bit off of it. Then we're gonna take our foam sheets. I don't know what it's actually called, but if you go to Walmart in the craft section, they sell it in a giant pack, all different colors. I don't know what it's called. Okay. Cut it, fold it in half, and then put it inside of your ribbon. That way it's hidden. So we're gonna staple this to the door hanger. Craft foam, that's what it is. Thanks, Regina. All right, this is wrapped floral wire. I use about a 36-inch piece. I fold it in half twice and then give it a little twist. Marguerite said she sold lots of mailbox bows for football. I haven't even tried that yet. Saints are playing tomorrow. Couldn't have even. All right. Got that there. Gonna put my little door hanger back here. And then I'm gonna staple through that foam. Y'all, my stapler is way over there. Is there a kit for the wreath I just made? There was a kit, but it already sold out. All right. So, the easiest way to tail right now from Deco Exchange, if you get your door hanger from us and the back is not painted, you want to put something before you staple. This wood that we get from a local company is supposed to be 1/4 inch birch, but if you staple directly onto it without something else, the 1/4 inch staples go all the way through it. Why put the ribbon all instead of black matching foam? What? Black's not going to match this. And I have blue foam. All right. Now, on this one, I'm going to put the ribbon on the feet first. Okay, so her feet go like this. So make sure your ribbon comes out of her feet the right way. If not, your feet might look a little weird. All right. So look, on this one don't cut. You're just gonna take it and you're gonna fold it so that your foam is hidden. Okay, then staple. Little legs are good. The first couple that I made, I did not wrap with the foam, with the ribbon up there. But then I did it on the last couple and I just liked it better. Because I already hid the foam down here. Do we plan to do a Christmas flamingo? Someone else just asked for a Christmas flamingo. So I'm gonna ask the designer if she wants to do a Christmas flamingo for y'all. She might be here. Sarah, are you listening? All right. Plan out how you want her little legs. Now, I do recommend that you put the feet down, put the legs up before you staple anything, because if not, you may staple this one too far this way, and then this leg is gonna be like looking weird. We don't want that. We don't want her stumbling over her own feet. Y'all, I still check every time to make sure that little staple doesn't go through. Look how cute that is. I do know that we made a ghost one. I needed to make Parker cut me one. Parker said he's not working tomorrow, so I'm not getting it tomorrow. All right, on the little one, we're just gonna take one of our purple, pinch it in half, get a little pinch, take our green one, get a little pinch, y'all, I feel like me and Sarah have already had a conversation about a Christmas flamingo because we made a joke about her having boots with the fur. But maybe I just dreamed that and we haven't had a conversation yet. but I'm pretty sure we did have a conversation about it. Because I got in this ribbon, and it looks like the Christmas version of this one. And I sent her a picture of this, and I was like, I need a Christmas one to go for these legs. So maybe she's already working on it. I was like, since you already have the flamingo, just change it to a Christmas hat, Christmas cape, some boots with some little fur. All right, we're gonna take a little piece of pipe cleaner, wrap it around our little baby bow. Get it nice and tight. Give it a good twist. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had a whole conversation about it already, y'all. Y'all, my glue gun isn't on. What the heck? How can I glue a little green ball with no glue? Y'all, what are we gonna do while the glue gun heats up? Oh, I have some door hangers over there. I can show those to y'all while we wait. All right, now this little baby bow, the ribbons were only 5.5 inches because I only want it to go, and it looks like a little bow attached to her headband. Gonna cut that off, y'all, and then once the glue gun gets hot, we're gonna put a little Halloween ball right in the middle of the bow, and we're gonna glue that bow right where it needs to go. Okay, this is not hot yet. So, Carol, I got something for you. Hang on. Somewhere in this pile. Okay. This is probably the one that we'll do tomorrow for 9/11. All right, so if you guys follow any of the crazy Facebook groups that follow Target or Pier 1 or any of those things, there are things in those groups that go super viral, super popular, and then everyone wants to buy those things. Right now, one of those things is a ghost rug from Pier 1. So Ghost Decor is selling really well right now on Etsy. So I made a couple of door hangers that look kind of like the ghost that everyone's looking for. So I just put a simple "Hey Boo" on there. I did them sideways instead of this way, and I'm gonna do a little Halloween bow right here. So that'll be fun. Y'all, Halloween is still selling really well for me, so I keep putting out new Halloween things. I think we sold 28 Halloween items over the weekend on Etsy. This is the 15-inch door hanger. It's a Sure Thing. Miss Carol, the one that I want you to see is somewhere in this pile. I'm pretty sure I printed it. This one, we're making one of these for my parents and Parker's parents. My mom's last name is Spear and his parents are Stelly. So we're gonna make them each a fall door hanger. This is not the one I wanted you to see, Miss Carol, but this one is a welcome one. You can choose whatever state you want on the store. Miss Carol, I made the fleur-de-lis one, and I hope it's in this pile. I'm pretty sure I brought it today. Pretty sure. Okay, y'all, this one, I don't know why, but I love these little ghost leaves on here. It doesn't even make sense because the leaves are more for fall, and then they're made into ghosts, and I don't even care. I don't care if no one ever buys this sign. I love it, and it's so freaking cute. Can you guys see the little ghosts? Like the little faces on the leaves? I was happy making it, and that's all that matters. All right, and then traditional Halloween always sells really well for me. So I did some traditional just orange and black. It's cute, right? Those little leaves are cute. And then the little grunge look is super popular this year. So we're gonna try some Halloween grunge and see if it goes over well. You guys like the ghost. Okay, see, I'm not crazy. I thought it was cute. How long did Jen stay? Who's Jen? Here's the other S that I have to make. Then just giant pumpkin faces are trending right now. We tried to get a 3D look on the eyes and face. I think I did a pretty good job on this one. All of these should be at wreathsignoutlet.com. Okay. Some of y'all may not know what this is a reference to, but this is a reference to one of Parker's favorite movies, which cracks me up that he likes this movie. You may get it, you may not. Let me try to zoom in so you guys can see it. Does anyone know what this is a reference to? Mean Girls. Yo, this is like one of Parker's favorite movies. It's so funny. We've got our welcome friends and family on our crawfish and alligator board. Someone said Grinch is trending. Grinch has been trending since Grinch came out, so it's nothing new. This one just makes me laugh, so I printed it. Well, hello there. And it's got little whales and sea turtles at the bottom. Well, Miss Carol, I lied to you. It must be... Miss Carol, I know that I printed that fleur-de-lis, I bagged it up, and I put it somewhere so that I wouldn't forget it to bring it over here to show you. And I forgot it somewhere. If I had to guess, it's on my desk at the print shop. The welcome blue sign. Y'all, we made this sign live somewhere. I was showing them how to make a sign. We made it. Was it in the creative coach? I think it was when I was live in the creative coaching and business coaching group at the same time on like a Saturday or Sunday. We went live and we made this sign together. And then this is my version of pushing the edge. So if you purchase this sign, there's nothing on this sign that is trademarked, but do not use the descriptor of what it is in your listings because that will get you in trouble. Okay? So if you buy this, that's not trademarked. This is not trademarked. This is not trademarked. Nothing together is trademarked. But if you list it and you say, you know what door hanger, then you are breaking their trademark. What's on the bottom? It's really hard to see on camera, but it is little hearts in green fur. The font is not trademarked. And I actually paid for a commercial license to use that font, so this was made by an artist. All right, the glue gun is hot. Yo, all of that was to wait for the glue gun to heat up so that we could glue this freaking little ball where it goes. All right, so first thing that I'm gonna do, look, our bow is a little wobbly because we only stapled that pipe cleaner down. So first thing that I'm gonna do is put a little blob of hot glue right over that staple. And y'all, it's not holding our bow on, but we want to make sure yeah, Debbie, it does look a lot like it. That's why I picked it. Okay, so all I want that glue to do is that that sounds really weird, is to keep my bow from being wobbly, right? So it's not securing the bow on, it's not doing anything like that. No, you're not gonna get in trouble for the Hello one. That is actually a knockoff of the original. So I actually licensed that one from a creator. And then we're just super gluing that little orange ball in the center to hide our pipe cleaner. And now she's done. See how that glue just keeps that little bow right where I need her? She's really cute. All right. Y'all, that's it for tonight. We still have 2 more projects from Wreath Kit 110. Maybe they'll get done tomorrow, maybe Monday. We'll see. That's it. Y'all, have a good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow at some point.